What's up guys, it's a Cloud here, and there's some huge crazy changes that's going to happen to the Platinum Card within the next few years or even next few months. The last crazy change that happened to this card was back in 2017 when they changed the annual fee from $450 to what it is now, the $550, which at the time is kind of a lot, but they added benefits or they changed a few things back then, and now we're going to get a revamp of it in the near future. But I do want to say that all of these are just rumored right now. I don't know why I did this. They're just rumored right now, so they're not confirmed except one, which is going to be the Centurion Lounge guest access, which I'm going to talk about at the end of the video. But for now, that's the only one that's confirmed, that's official, that's in the terms and conditions. But apparently reliable sources from Amex are validating these rumors and saying that it's true, and we most likely will see a bump in the annual fee in the near future. So in this video, I'll be talking about all of the rumored, again, changes to the American Express Platinum Card. And then hopefully we could see if it's going to be worth it for you guys to keep the card. Get the card now so you could ditch it when the new one comes out or the new offers come out, or if you're going to keep it and you're excited and you're stoked about these new changes. So right off the bat, the annual fee is going to increase pretty much regardless, and right now that number is going to be $695. So it's going to be an almost $700 annual fee card, you know, just to have this thing. That's like one of, if not the most expensive credit card out there right now for just normal consumers. Like that's nuts. $700. So these credits better be damn good. So the rumored credits are going to be a $300 Equinox Credit, $240 Entertainment Credit, $200 Amex Travel Prepaid Hotel Credit, a $100 Resy Credit, and a free Clear membership, which is valued up to $179. So all of those values right there, those credit values are all annual values, so you should be getting them every year. Apparently the changes might come into effect in July 2021, which is kind of soon, so I don't know how likely that's going to be, and that the new annual fee is going to start from January 1, 2022, which is kind of soon, but it's a little more doable than having all these new benefits coming out in just like a few months, which to me sounds like a little crazy, a little too soon, but we'll see. I don't know. First credit, which is the $300 Equinox Credit, is going to be crazy. Like, who uses Equinox anyway? If you're not familiar with it, it's just super luxurious fancy gym. It's basically the American Express Centurion Lounge with weights inside. Like, you have spas, like it's super nice lounge areas, got nice classes. Like, it's hella expensive. I think it's almost $200 a month just to work out there. I'm sure this club's really nice, but it's not meant for me, and I don't think it's going to be meant for a lot of the American Express Platinum holders out there right now. Like, for example, just the location of the gyms are just crazy. There's only 106 in the world, and they're pretty much only in the very major cities of the world, like Boston, London, some in Canada, Washington, SoCal, New York, stuff like that. So if you don't even live in the area, how are you supposed to use this credit? Well, the good news is there may be a saving grace. We may be saved because one option is going to be that they have an app. It's like a training app where they just have classes, they just follow along, and apparently that's $40 a month, which is kind of crazy for an app like that. Like, you could just look up YouTube videos or something, or use the Nike training app for free, and you could just get a guided training program that way. But hey, if you want to spend your $300 credit on that, then go for it. But what I think is the better option, which hopefully you'll be able to do, is that on the Equinox website you could actually buy gift cards, or you could shop around and buy things like clothes or like the Theragun. Like, just take a look at some of these things. But take a look at this shirt though. I mean, $68 for this shirt. Like, that's nuts. That's crazy. Like, this better be like Lululemon status or even better. Then you have the Theragun, which is just like a vibrating massaging tool, and they apparently have a Thera roller, but I don't know how much better or different it is than a normal roller. Or they also have like a little mini Theragun thing too, in case you want to just pack that on a hike or something, like mid-hike, just start jamming out your glutes or something. I don't know. And lastly, if you're that type of person when you're sleeping and you just all of a sudden forget that, oh my gosh, I skipped my workout for the day, well, then you have this weighted blanket for you. 15 pounds of just pure blanket and pure gains lying over your entire body. So you're just laying there, right, with your blanket on, and you're just curling that thing. 15 pounds. Like, I don't know about you guys, but my anxiety would probably kick in. I'd feel like I'm suffocating, like a big baby is like sitting on my chest. I'm not sure if that's comfortable. Moral of the story is if you can't use that on anything other than the gym membership, then this credit is pretty much pointless for like 90% of the Platinum Card users, which is going to be absolutely terrible. But moving on to something that pretty much everybody can use is the entertainment credit, which is going to be for streaming services such as like, Apple Music, Spotify, Netflix, etc., which most people nowadays actually have a subscription to. So it's going to be handy. It's going to be $20 monthly increments, which should cover, maybe 1 or 2 different streaming services. The next credit is going to be a $200 prepaid hotel credit, which you could only use if you book it through AmexTravel.com, which, by the way, they've been known to spike up their prices compared to going directly to the hotel themselves. So will this credit actually save you money? I'm not sure. Another thing too is a lot of people don't like to book through AmexTravel.com, or at least the hotels, because they like to go to the hotel directly to get those hotel points. Or maybe you don't even stay in a hotel, you go to Airbnbs. So this credit is a little bit iffy because only some people may use it, and even if you do use it, it's not really valued at $200 per se, because you may be paying for an overpriced stay at the hotel anyway. So, it's like a, not a thumbs up, not a thumbs down, but like a on that one. The $100 Resy Credit seems to be a temporary one, as they say, which means it shouldn't be on the Platinum Card for years to come. It's only going to be on maybe the first year. But basically, Resy is like open table. You just look up a location and you're able to book a reservation at a restaurant, and that's pretty much it. Ideally, the credit is going to be used or kick in when you book a reservation at a restaurant through Resy, and then it's going to take off like 20% of your tab or up to $100 worth and get refunded or credited back to your American Express account. There are some cards with the Resy credit now, and that seems to be how they do it for those cards. So basically, you get $100 worth of food each year, but it does depend where you are located, because not every restaurant in every city is going to be booked or using Resy. So you have to make sure that you live in like at least a decent sized city or a decent sized town where they have restaurants that actually use Resy, because if no one's using Resy in your town, you can't use it, so you don't get to use the $100 credit. Now the last rumored credit is going to be a Clear membership, which basically is TSA PreCheck but on steroids, except it doesn't substitute TSA PreCheck. Clear allows you to skip the identification process, because prior to traveling, you go to the airport, you make an appointment, you scan your eyeballs and your fingerprints, and you take your photo ID passport to them, prove you are who you say you are, and that allows you for the next time you go to the airport to skip that part where you show them their ID, etc. But you still have to go through the screening process, the normal screening process. It does not substitute for TSA PreCheck. So if you do pair this up with the global entry credit, which is already on the Platinum Card, then you're able just to like fast lane, fast pass through the TSA process, and that should be easy breezy, beautiful. But again, not every airport has Clear available, so it's kind of a crutch as well. You won't be able to use this at every airport, and so it's kind of like again, like, do people even need this? I'm not sure. I'm pretty happy with TSA PreCheck or global entry by itself. I'm not sure if I really need this Clear membership. And the last big change coming to the American Express Platinum Card is that guests can no longer access the Centurion Lounge with you for free. And this is going to be kind of a controversial thing, because on one hand, people hate how it's so overcrowded, but on another hand, people don't want to pay for like their family to get in with them. So it's kind of like a mix of emotions there. But you will have to be paying $50 per guest for access at the Centurion Lounge starting February 1st, 2023. So this is a for sure confirmed thing, but it can change a little bit because it's 2 years out. So American Express could change the things a little bit around, maybe have one free guest, or maybe change the fee from 50 to something else. So at least they're giving us a 2 years heads up to be like, yo, this is what's coming up. Prepare yourself, and then we're just not caught off guard. Honestly, if you're a solo traveler, this doesn't really affect you at all, because you're still getting yourself in for free. But if you travel with like a partner or a family, then this kind of is a headache or some obstacle that you have to get around. But what you can do is you could add up to 3 guests or 3 authorized users for $175, just one fee, per year, of course. So if you have a family of 4 and you pay the $175 for the 3 other family members, then you actually might be able to save money instead of having to pay $50 each time you go to a lounge, which is at one time $150 for the 3 family members that you're bringing in. So if you go more than once or use it more than once, you already make your money back by having the $175 3 authorized users thing in check. So in total, all those rumored benefits give you around $1,000, $1,019 worth of credit. But again, that's if you use it all and if you value them at the highest full credit, which like the Resy or the Equinox or even the Clear membership, which may not be as valuable as the amount that you usually would have to pay for it. Because if you're not going to use it, then it's like not worth it. Then another question is, what's going to happen to these old benefits, these old credits, like the Uber credit, airline credit, Saks credit? What's going to happen to those? Because honestly, those are some pretty solid credits and I love them and I use them every year. So hopefully they don't take that away. But again, if you keep those and add the other ones on, it's going to be around $1,500 worth of credits, which is almost $1,000 of credit over the annual fee, which I don't know if American Express is going to be too happy about. But who knows? I mean, hopefully they'll keep everything on and this is actually going to be a good thing for everyone. And people won't question signing up or staying with their Platinum card. But what should you do? Well, that's up to you. Right now, if you're on the fence of getting a Platinum card, maybe you should just pull the trigger now to, test it out for a little bit until the new benefits and the new fee is kicked in. If you have a Platinum card now and you don't like these upcoming fees or credits, then just hold on to your card until those new fees and credits kick in, then cancel it or downgrade it. Or if you like the credits and the new benefits, then just get the Platinum card, keep the Platinum card and ride through it, and you're gonna love it. You're gonna love your massaging blanket or your massaging roller. This is also kind of a big rumor too, but not as talked about as much now. But they're saying, oh, maybe there's going to be a new American Express card, one that's going to be worth higher than the Platinum card, which I don't know about that now, because if they raise the fee to $700, is this going to be $1,000 annual fee card? Like, how is that going to work? Or is it going to take the place of the existing Platinum card and it's going to be in between the $700 annual fee Platinum card and the current $250 gold card? I don't know. In conclusion though, nothing is really set in stone yet besides the Centurion Lounge guest access. So don't get too worried about it just yet. We are a few weeks or maybe even months of American Express actually officially announcing it. So until then, it's all rumors. That's it. But thank you for watching and I'll see you next time.